Nice. Thanks for joining us, man. Tell the people where they can find you, a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, you can find me on Instagram at Chris IB Canvas Art. You can also find me on TikTok, Schizo Cleve Art, and also on Facebook.
Sweet.
Same stuff like that from Christopher Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can find me on there. And for the most part, I do art.
Yeah. Sweet.
All types, right?
I don't know. It basically started. It was like my way. Like it started from like me having my daughter,
Yeah.
like me having kids, and like just really looking at the world. I started to like really just see like how stuff was. You know, I started really looking at the big picture and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
And like it took me down like a crazy rabbit hole of like it's like all types of like I started looking at like politics and all types of stuff, like stuff I really wanted to like delve into.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I thought about like the stuff I knew my grandmother did. You know,
Yeah.
she did like activist work, and I was like, man, I want to do stuff like that. But I was like, I got this daughter, I can't do what I would want to do. So I was like, art.
Yeah.
I was like, back in the day, they used art. So I was like, shoot, I draw. I just picked up the paint one day and just got to it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just started off first. I just started doing like political stuff. It was like stuff to go against the devil,
Yeah.
crazy stuff.
Let's do
Hell
it.
yeah, let's go. I love this show already. Let's do it. Sweet.
Yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
it was like good stuff against the government. Then it was also like stuff for my people for me. But after a while, I really just was stuff like I just wanted people to see the big picture, like just little certain issues, like just notes and stuff. Like, wow, we don't pay attention to none of this thing. We just go along with it, and it just be crazy. And I just like I always been a person that sit there and just thought about it.
Yeah.
Like everybody be going this way, I'll go that. I'll be going that way.
Yeah. Own path. So having your daughter like inspire that kind of brought it out of you.
Yeah, like it made me like really just steer the course.
It's interesting. I like that. Always take something big to inspire you. I feel
Yeah.
like, you know, something like real meaningful as an artist.
Right. So how old were you when you had your daughter?
24.
24? Yeah.
Sure, I was late for everybody I knew.
Yeah. Wow. So like, as soon as your daughter's born, like, when did that really start to like, you know, change for you? You're like, wow, I really gotta like branch out and kind of see the world for what it is. And
Like, as soon as I found out, actually.
really,
It was like that day I found out about it, like, I was just like, I sat there, I came home from work, sat there on the porch, grabbed like some oil pastels or something like that, and was just sketching and just looking at the trees, and I was looking at nature, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like looking at the trees, and I'm looking at everything, and I'm just like nature just, it just do what it do, like, you don't need to do nothing, you know, I'm just like,
yeah,
Just observing it.
yeah, you know, I'm just like, it's design, you know, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Like I was just like, it just had me thinking. I just started thinking about my daughter, and I was just like, man, you know, I don't know, something like I gotta do something right. I can't be out here acting a fool, you know?
right. So were you on a bad path before that, or?
No, I ain't gonna say I was ever on a bad path, but
Yeah.
like, I always had a sense about me because like, I say since I was 5 years old, I knew what I wanted to do. I say like kindergarten. I remember being in class and they asked everybody like, "What you want to be when you grow up?" I was like, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. And me, I was like, I want to be Disney. And they was like, can it be Disney?
Yeah.
I'm like, they're like, what you mean you want to be Disney? I'm like, whatever Disney is, like whoever owns Disney, like that's what I want to be.
Yeah.
They're like, so you want to be an entrepreneur? And I was like, well, yeah, but I want to be Disney.
Right.
It's like I wanted to make cartoons. Like I wanted to make my own.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So even when you were young, you're always kind of doing like art and stuff. Yeah.
I used to be on punishment a lot.
Yeah. You gotta fill your time somehow.
Yeah,
Fair
exactly
enough.
what it was.
Yeah. So like, what would you describe like? You know, you have like an idea for a piece. Like, what's like your setting? Like when you like sit down, you have the pastels and the canvas. Like,
Yeah.
do you like listen to music? Do you want to be alone? Do you want to be with other people? Like, what's your ideal like scenario to
It
create in?
depends. I mean, it depends. I mean, sometimes I need to move,
Yeah.
but like if I'm just going though, I just go ahead and just, I just go jig it out. But like for something I really want, I go home, I probably light some candles, something like that, instead of something, get some music going, probably eat or something like that. Might throw some anime on or something, or some other little crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Or like, probably a podcast. I probably listen to y'all stuff.
Yeah. Sweet.
Or some music or something. Just something just like,
Yeah. I always like
My
having
mind going-
background.
Like a background noise almost. Yeah.
and then I just go into whatever I'm diving in. Like, I mean, if I'm doing something like love or something like that, then I might listen to some romantic
Yeah.
or something. You know?
Something related.
But if I'm listening to something like trying to do some political type stuff, I might get into some Kendrick or some other crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So you said your grandma was like an activist of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Can you like delve into that a little bit?
Yeah. Cause like my father and them, they're from Alabama.
Okay.
My grandma from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
But she used to march with Martin and them a lot.
Wow.
And she was out there with the dogs and stuff. And I used to hear the stories about that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
She's strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Like,
tough.
with the motherfucking dogs and shit. Like, take the hose and shit. And then I knew my father and them was out there with them, so I used to be like, damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like down in the South and all that.
Yeah.
Wow,
Mhm.
that is incredible.
So did you always have like an affliction for like politics? Did it always interest you, or is it not till like later in life?
Like growing up, I really didn't, but my father always talked about it. So
Yeah.
like, I always dove into him. And like, I went to a school, like my middle school. I don't know, like, it was weird, like the environment, like them dudes, they was actually into politics. So we get there talking about politics, like 11,
Yeah.
12 years old.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
that's interesting.
They was, but like no, it was like an interesting crowd though. Like 'cause they was real competitive. Like the dude was like him around. It was like you would have called them the smart kids or the nerds or some shit like that. But once you hung around, you was like, these ain't no nerds.
Yeah. Right.
They're just smart dudes.
Mhm.
And like, but you should be in class, and when you do get your test, you gotta see on that boy. Oh, you
Yeah.
get roasted. You,
Right.
Oh, you a
Yeah.
dummy, you know.
Really?
So then it made you pull your grades up.
Yeah.
And like people started hanging around us, they start pulling their grades up. So then
Mhm.
people was like, oh shit, they ain't even on nerves. They don't even study.
Right. Yeah.
There's
So what-
some madness.
So what was your best subject in school then?
I was kind of good at everything, but they would say math.
You're a big math guy? I wish, man. I fucking hate math. Hate math. I pull C's constantly. You guys would make fun of me. I really would. I hate math. But I got a calculator, you know? Fuck, I need to know math.
Hell yeah, no man, I ain't a math guy no more. I was like,
Yeah.
Numbers kind of clicked like easily for you.
yeah, numbers
Yeah.
click for me easy,
Mhm.
but I don't like doing that.
Don't
shit.
wanna do it.
I do have a pretty important question. So you're in school. What color folders would you have for each subject? Like your math folder, what color would it be?
I don't even remember, but I ain't gonna lie to you.
Red? Math would always be red for me. 'Cause it pissed me off. You know? Then I'd have green for
You'd
science.
see red.
Yeah, dude, I hate math. I wish I was good at math. I really would.
Green was always science. I
Green was
think.
always science. Yellow was always either
like English or
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I remember that. Kids with like color coordinating and shit at school.
I'd have to be one of those guys. Yeah.
So do you have any like projects you're working on right now?
Well, yeah, I got two things I'm working on right now.
Yeah.
I got this one piece on. I don't know, y'all probably like this one I'm working on. It's something crazy. I've been coming back and forth with my brother. I'm still working on the sketch. It's like a 5x4
Mm-hmm.
type piece, but I got like the 15 most influential countries in the world,
Okay.
currency wise,
All right.
at the table,
Yeah.
like the last supper.
Wow. Nice.
That's cool.
But
Oh,
they but they in like cloaks, like robes, like you know some
Mhm.
coat type stuff. And the cloaks is labeled in their colors, and each cut represents each country.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I like that idea.
Now
Nice.
I got them listed by which each one.
Yeah.
I got what I think it's what. Yeah, it's 10 going across.
Okay.
10 going across. Oh no, I'm tripping. No. I got everybody on the table. Then I got 2 on the end, and then there's 2 against the wall. But against the wall, it's a vault. But at the vault, I got a big old circle. It's like a vault, but it's also like a Stargate.
Okay.
I got like a Stargate portal. Coming through the Stargate portal, I got a body hanging over like somebody carrying me.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the bottom, I got a reptilian tail coming out.
Let's go.
I need to see
Yeah.
that.
How far is that like along? Have you already started it or?
I just now finished sketching. I'm about to start painting this week.
Okay.
But it's so much more into that. Like
Yeah.
that's just that part. Like and then it's like on the table, I got like all types of like ancient artifacts. Just
Mhm.
random stuff, you know,
Yeah.
code type stuff. Then I got like some sacrifice stuff. I got a naked lady on the table,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just the weird shit they have. You know, I got like fire pits. I got the checkerboard floor. I got a skull of the giant. What else is in there? Oh yeah, I got like an alien and a stasis tank with a voodoo witch. Just
So it's a whole mosh podge, whole bunch of stuff.
I like that.
Yeah. Now is that something just like personal that you want to do for yourself, or is that like someone who came to you and wanted to buy it, or how does that work?
I just personal food for it.
Yeah.
I
You
just
guys
kinda
do it
like-
for yourself, like first
Yeah.
and foremost. Yeah. But sometimes, like you sell pieces and stuff, correct?
Yeah, I sell pieces often.
Often.
I
Yeah.
do a lot of commissions and stuff like
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
That one really was just like my own type passion.
Right.
I was just thinking of a masterpiece that I got one day.
Hmm.
Keep for my kids.
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
So now, how do you like how do you like price, you know, your canvases? Is it just like depending on size, how long it takes you, or
I'm size for the most part.
size?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, what's the range from like the cheapest one to the most expensive one?
Like if I'm outside, like when I be out there with my kids, cause I sell with my kids,
Yeah.
you might get one cheapest $10. But like if you really coming to me, asking like for a commission,
Yeah.
I don't do no commission under $100. That's
$100.
for it.
Yeah.
I might do 80, but other than that,
Yeah.
How long does it take to like normally sketch out like what you end up like painting? Like do some go real quick, or some like take weeks or months? Is it kind of like that?
no, like that probably take me like a day if I at the most.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Like, depending on if I'm like messing with the kids or something.
Yeah.
But if I'm sitting there doing it, I'll sit there and finish it out.
Finish it.
Hmm.
Gotcha. What else? Oh, do people ever come to you for tattoos ever? Like designs for tattoos?
You used to.
Used to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like doing that or no?
No, they always ask me why don't I do tattoos.
Yeah.
I just tell them like people don't really don't know what they want to get.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
They just get anything.
Yeah.
Like, cause I mean I bought a tattoo gun. Matter of fact, I got one at the house right
Oh
now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
like I started doing stuff for myself once upon a time.
Yeah. Really wasn't for you though. I feel like that's a really like niche skill you have. Like you either have it or you don't.
Yeah, and it wasn't even hard for me because the people who was watching me do it,
Yeah.
but like they saw like for my first tattoo I ever did, it was like, oh you got it, you got the light hand
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
But it's just like I'm like I don't want to mess up people's skin because I used to sit there like I used to go watch my friends, girls I know, they go get a tattoo. Oh, I got the $15 tattoo,
Yeah.
and that'd be something crazy. You be like, you got that tattoo,
Right.
and then you got that for the rest of your life, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
and then dudes you know, they'll literally tell you, they'll be like, hey man, shoot, just, like, I know you don't know how to tattoo, but people stupid. They'll just let you fuck up on them. I'm like, bro, that's fucked up. You know,
Yeah.
like, you mad.
It's permanent.
Yeah, you know, I'm
Yeah.
like, I ain't got that type of
Yeah,
right, so
yeah.
I'm just like,
So how many tattoos do you have?
shit, probably like 19.
No. Wow.
Wait,
And you got none.
11.
Need
It's
to go.
crazy.
You got
Yeah.
like one or two, right?
No, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
More
Yeah.
stuff they can identify you by.
Yeah, that's alright.
How's that?
They already got your social media.
Do any of your kids display any like artistic ability that you can see so far?
Both of them.
Both.
They, my daughter, she really liked to paint.
Yeah.
So, like she said, like at first I really didn't think she did.
Mm-hmm.
One day she sat there and like took watched a little video, and copied the video, and I saw the pictures. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you can do it.
She got it. And my son, he act like he can't, but like anything he do, he good at.
Yeah.
Right.
Natural.
He great at it. And I'll be like,
Yeah.
boy, you don't understand.
Yeah, you just gotta keep going.
Yeah.
You really gotta push them when they're younger too. That way they don't like
Yeah.
get discouraged or go down another path maybe.
Yeah, I'm about to put him in boxing.
Boxing. Yeah.
Him and his sister.
Oh yeah, I would
I
say.
think it's smart nowadays. Everyone should be able to.
Did you do any sports when you were younger?
No, I couldn't.
No?
I wanted to though.
Mm.
I mean, I played basketball like a few times. I mean, I used to play though.
Yeah.
Like I never played for the team.
Yeah. Nothing organized.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. I think it's important to get kids into something when they're younger. Try to figure it out. Like try to do like one of everything. And I kind of see like I'm just not really like I don't really like this. Maybe I'm not feeling this, and kind of steer them into another direction.
Yeah, I mean, cause they was in karate once upon a time. They was taking
Yeah.
was it a judo? I think they was taking.
Oh, nice.
And it was cool. That was like it though.
I feel especially for females, that's like a valuable asset.
Yeah, no, I wanted to put my daughter back in it. I was talking to her mother about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to be able to flip a dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Too many creeps out here.
What's the biggest? How do I put it? Like, when you finally have kids and they're starting to grow up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
they probably get to, you know, the age like 3, 4, or 5. Like, what's the biggest like challenge that you've seen, like in raising them?
The biggest challenge was for me,
Or just in general, like at any age?
I would say back then it was just like really just adjusting still.
Yeah.
Like for me, it was just really just adjusting still.
Like adjusting your time.
Yeah,
You have enough
just-
time.
Yeah, just time, everything. Just
Yeah.
Big change to your life.
big change.
From
Like,
being-
'cause everything they did, like my son and my daughter they was so different.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I remember.
And what's their age like discrepancy from your daughter to your son?
Shoot, they're 2 years apart.
2 years apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's sweet when like you have one of each, you know, and they're like close in age.
Yeah.
It seems like it's like fun when you're like young. And
I couldn't imagine having a kid at like 16, 18, or anything like that. Oh my god. I could not imagine. Could not imagine.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
it's gotta be tough.
Oh yeah. Yeah, your whole, I mean, you're probably even still in high school at that point.
Yeah.
Like, your whole life is just like changed in the drop of an instant, you know?
Then it seems like you're ahead sometimes, like later in life, you know, like when we're all, like, they'll be 33, 34, their kid's 18, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know, I think that's kind of cool in its own way, but it's tough.
Yeah.
Challenges, I'm sure.
You make a sacrifice, but I mean, it can be done though.
Yeah.
It can be done.
It can be done. Like
Yeah.
I say, I mean, I say like when they was like 3 or 4, or like you say with 2, 3, something
Yeah.
around that age. I say the biggest part was diet. For me.
Yeah.
I say that was the hardest part for me. I really
Mhm.
think it was diet.
Yeah.
Cause like they both went to like this weird phase where like they didn't want to eat anything. Like when they turned like 3.5 or something like
Yeah.
that.
Everything's bad to them.
Yeah, like they didn't want to eat nothing. Like they wanted to eat nothing but like snacks, and like I'd be mad because I wouldn't be around to take nothing.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
I used to be frustrated. Like
Yeah.
I was like, did they eat? They're like, no, they didn't eat. They ain't hungry. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
But then they want some chips. You know, like, no,
No,
chips.
no.
You
Need
ain't
a real
hungry.
meal.
Yeah, you ain't hungry. You
Right.
want chips.
Do you
You
feel,
gotta- Go ahead.
sorry, do you feel like you're like a little bit strict on them in a sense?
Not at all.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Who do you think's more strict, you or their mother?
She believes she is, but
Yeah.
I am.
I got you. Okay.
Cause my son said, and he always go, "You mean, Daddy?"
Yeah.
I'm like, it's all right, man. You don't think that?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the thing. I feel like you can't be like too, like I don't have any kids, so I'm speaking like from a place from ignorance, but I feel like you either are too strict and they kind of rebel, or you're too like lax and then they kind of just run. So you got to find like that happy medium where you let them do their own thing and kind of figure it out on their own, let them fail a couple
There's a
times.
happy medium there.
Yeah. And then you got to, at some points, you got to be really strict. And you're like, okay, you can't be doing this or that.
Yeah.
And I got to kind of put my foot down.
It's like, I mean, for the most part, I would say I ain't gonna say I just be in there being, in there with the iron hammer and stuff like that all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
I still let him have fun
Yeah.
and do what he do, but if I see him doing something out of line,
Right.
I
You got to
gotta
correct it. Yeah, you got to correct it.
So for the most part, but like even then, like I've been trying to working on, like not getting upset when he do something sometimes.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get better at just sitting him down and talking with him, even though he only 6.
Right.
I still sit down and talk to him because I know he's smart. Like he's 6, but he a smart little boy. Like he
Right.
understand like the stuff I hear him say. I'll be like, well, he can say that. I know
Yeah.
he understands this. So
Right. Now, how often do you let them go on the internet and stuff like that?
and that, I'm like they don't necessarily do it. I mean they got to do YouTube.
They,
Yeah.
they play games and stuff, right? Like
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
console.
Yeah, like man, my son he loves playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
Fortnite, yeah.
Yeah,
It's got the kids by a chokehold.
yeah.
Oh,
Last
yeah,
couple of years.
it's huge. It's huge.
Even I was playing it.
You let them
Yeah,
on TikTok?
You said what?
You let them on TikTok or just strictly YouTube?
No, I don't let him be on TikTok.
Yeah.
No, I don't let him be on TikTok. I seen some stuff on TikTok. I'm like, no, he don't be on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't really like him being on YouTube for real.
Really?
Yeah.
I agree, dude.
I'd be upset. Cause I catch my son doing stuff sometimes and I'll be upset about that. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man.
My nephews, I see what they watch sometimes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
unreal.
It's kind of crazy. They see exactly what we will see. So it's like,
Yeah.
Mm.
is
Same
that
with
really
Twitter
good for like
now.
a 6 or an 8-year-old to like really be watching?
Yeah,
Probably
on the
not.
shorts. Yeah,
Yeah.
the shorts they'll sit there and watch
You're
it for
right.
like 2-3 hours straight.
Yeah. Just endlessly scrolling. It doesn't stop. Yeah. I don't think I would ever let. There's got to be a certain age. Do they have their own cell phone?
Yeah,
Or
they
no?
got their own phones. But
Yeah.
But we got the little locks on.
Oh, okay.
So like right now, they get like mostly like free range right now because they out of school. But they
Yeah.
they about to start back school in
Right.
a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So then when school started back, like they phones automatically like about 6 o'clock, 5, 6
Really?
o'clock.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow. Nice.
Take notes.
When did you get your first phone?
Me?
Yeah.
I was about 13.
13.
Yeah.
What about you?
About that time.
13. Yeah.
Yeah, 7th, 8th
I
grade.
know
Yeah,
it
But it wasn't no
amazes me,
iPhones
man.
then.
It amazes me because they mama think shit they need.
Right.
Kids,
So-
they get them at
so
8,
I
9 years old.
I feel like it's like a double-edged sword, right? Because you kind of need them to have one just in case something does happen, so they can immediately tell you. But at the same time, giving them that like medium is like they can kind of do what they want to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much stuff to go on because like my daughter, I was like, what you watching?
Right.
I
Yeah.
just come trigger, what you watching? She like, "Man, what you doing?
Yeah.
Keep them on their toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, cause she got a phone. Like my son, he got a phone,
Yeah.
but his phone ain't on.
Okay.
So like it only be at home because he like to play Roblox with his sister.
Yeah.
So they play on the phone.
That's another one. Roblox is
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah,
I think it's crazy all the different games you can like make
Yeah.
on there and stuff. I
Mhm.
seen someone have a party one time that shot the party up like
Yeah.
a weird Roblox like
They got a stock too, I'm
GTA.
pretty sure.
Yeah, and they weird too because the other day, they about cutting that out too. Honestly.
Yeah.
yeah.
I did see some weird shit with like Roblox, like with other people, like older
Really?
people getting on there and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they be tripping.
Do you guys remember Club Penguin at all?
Yeah.
A game? Club
Remember that in
Penguin, like,
Webkinz.
go around as a penguin and talk and like hang out, play games. Okay, so it was like a game when we were like in like middle school and stuff, but they like clamped down on it because a lot of like predators were like
Right.
using it to talk to kids and stuff.
Mhm.
It was weird, but I
Did
played
you play any
it
games when you were younger?
Yeah, I used to play like I ain't gonna say that I was playing like computer games for the most part, but
Yeah.
I played system and stuff like that. You know, I
Yeah.
had PlayStations and shit like stuff like that.
Right.
You still game at all?
Well, my son and my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. You playing Roblox?
You say what?
You getting on Roblox?
They try to have me get on there all the time. Like I download it just so they have me do it,
Yeah.
and then they'll be like, "Daddy, you gonna play with me? You gonna play with me?" I'm like, I give them some bull,
Yeah. Nah, I gotta go do this.
and I just never get to it. I
Yeah.
just never be like, you know what? Let's come here play Fortnite.
Yeah.
They're
You
like,
play
"Oh,
Fortnite though?
Yeah, I play Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. I play Fortnite.
Okay.
Because if we would play Fortnite, I don't know, it'd be a couple games on there. Because like my
Yeah.
son, he got Xbox, so
Yeah.
I ended up getting an Xbox with him.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just hop on there. Like my daughter, she got a Switch, but
Yeah.
she got the she got the little pass to get everything. So
Yeah.
for the most part, whatever games we get, she get too.
Yes.
So then we just all link in and play
Right.
together. So
You like when you play Fortnite, you guys building or you do the no build?
no, we don't be building.
Yeah, dude,
We
those
just-
people are fucking nuts.
Man, we be out there just smacking stuff.
Building towers in like 5 seconds. I don't even want to play that
Those
shit. I see a
computer
tower go up,
people,
I
man.
instantly leave. I'm not playing that shit.
Fortnite let me know that my kids was full of crap. That's what because when we play Fortnite, they
Mhm.
listen to every command
Oh yeah.
to the T.
Yeah.
Talking about we'd go out there and probably if we play 10 times, probably 6 of the times we win in first place.
Wow.
But they
Really?
listen to the T. And you
Man.
talking about a little 6-year-old and 8-year-old, you know.
Man.
They're focused. They're zoomed
Yeah,
in.
and they
Yeah.
listening. Daddy, okay, daddy.
So they're good at call outs, telling them where they're at.
Yeah.
Tell the guys at? Yeah.
Yeah, my son is.
He is a commander.
Yeah,
That's his squad. You know what I mean?
He
He's
the
got a
one-
Squad leader.
He be the one to run off. I'm like, chill, man.
Yeah.
Let us settle in first, you know. We see
Right.
him already, but let us get the
Yeah.
drop him. He's like, no, run him, daddy. I'm like, chill, man.
He wants to rush him.
So you were on console younger. What games in specific would you play?
Let me see what I had. PlayStation. No, when it was PlayStation, we was playing PlayStation. Something when I was younger, it was in like I think it was like 4th or 5th grade, something
Yeah.
like that. I think PlayStation 2 had just came out or something like that. But we still was playing on the old grade PlayStation, but SmackDown that came out.
Yeah.
SmackDown? Is Byrie still down here? Oh, good. Now we're in the conversation. So,
SmackDown.
were you a big WWE guy?
SmackDown. I used to be when I was a kid.
Yeah. So
Now
who was
I
your
don't.
favorite?
Back
Back
then it was Stone Cold back then.
Yeah.
Let's go! Let's go. That's huge.
It was either Stone Cold or The Rock we used to play. I mean,
Yeah,
fuck
the
with
Rock
everybody.
was sweet.
I mean, if I was playing with my brother, we'd get the Hardy Boys because we like to do
Yeah.
flips and
The
stuff
tag
like
team.
that.
Yeah.
Or if we wanted to be ignorant. I mean, we were with everybody, you know what I'm saying? If it was table, we was
They
getting
were all
other
just
boys,
sweet.
Yeah.
everything. So it was cool.
You played it. Oh yeah. 100%.
Or shoot, what is 64? It was WrestleMania and No Mercy. We'll be on that.
No Mercy. Wow, that's a good pick.
Super Smash Brothers. That
That
used
was
to be
fun.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I played a lot of that. I
Super
know.
Smash.
Yeah, that's one of the first games I
I was a
played.
big Call of Duty guy.
the 007
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you talking?
and the Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Let's go, Tony Hawk.
Played all.
I
of
played
those.
the Tony Hawk on the Game Boy. That's, I
Really?
loved it.
No, I
Yeah.
used to do that in too. Oh,
Yeah.
Tony Hawk made some of the best games. I wonder if that new Skate's gonna be good.
I never played any of
No,
these
they were
games.
good. You guys ever play Skate? Yeah, it was always fun. I think a new one just came out, or
My shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
I never
are fun.
played Skate.
it's crazy though how big The Rock ended up becoming.
Yeah, he's huge.
You know, like just was a wrestler, a little bit actor. Now he's like these huge movie
He's
stars.
everything in movies.
They have all them weird contracts too, like him, Statham, and Vin Diesel. They like can't, if they fight like in a movie like those Fast and Furious ones, they have to like have it so where they don't like lose face or lose the fight. It has to be like equal.
Equal.
They have it in like their contracts because their egos are so big that way. I always thought that was nuts.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, I always wanted to see one of those. How like crazy it's laid out.
yeah,
Weird.
oh yeah, 100%. Those and like the athlete contracts, like
Yeah.
there's got to be so many weird like stipulations.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I think I forget who it was. Was it Mahomes or something like that? They couldn't like surf, or they couldn't do. I don't know
Oh,
if it was
yeah.
Mahomes, but someone like you couldn't surf
Yeah.
from this time and all that kind of
Can't
stuff.
be on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, ones like
Yeah.
those.
Make sure you can't injure probably.
Oh yeah,
That's
100%.
probably what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta protect your asset when you're paying them $200 million.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, get the fuck off the surfboard, bud. You know?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. We be betting, man.
Yeah. You think about sports better?
Okay.
Yeah, I be sports betting, man. It frustrates me. Though. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah, I had to take a break from after the
I
Super
took a
Bowl.
break for like a month.
See, I did pretty good on the Super Bowl. This
Yeah.
past Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I cashed it out, bought an iPad. I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm not gonna do this shit
No,
anymore.
I feel it, man. I feel it, man.
It feels good when you're winning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's good.
You're not betting on Korean baseball or something like that, right? Like late at night.
You said what?
You're not betting on Korean baseball?
You said betting on creating baseball?
No, Korean baseball.
No, heck no.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was
okay.
making sure.
I was about to say no. My girl, she be always watching the baseball, but she be picking them though. She be
Really?
picking.
Really?
She be like, Chris, play it out.
Wow.
Damn, she's like, tell me, Chris. I got your money. Damn.
Yeah,
So this is my parlay.
Yeah. So what are you usually betting on? Just baseball, basketball?
baseball and basketball.
Yeah.
Sometimes we might do soccer, but for the most part, just
Yeah.
basketball and baseball.
Anytime I bet on soccer, I lose. I'm done with that shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't know enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Baseball, and basketball.
So are you like a money line guy? Do you do the spread? What do you do?
Shoot. It depends on what I'm playing, for real.
Yeah.
If I'm playing baseball, I never do the money line on baseball, for real.
Yeah.
I think like my friend, he when I first introduced me to it,
Yeah.
I was started off doing the money line,
Mm-hmm.
and when I was doing the money lines, I was hitting them, but I would have some basketball stuff with it, which
Yeah.
to make me lose it. So,
Yeah.
but like now, we do like probably like the home runs, the hits,
Yeah, that's good.
bases,
Yeah.
and some strike stuff like that.
Right.
And then on basketball, I don't know, some of everything on basketball. You know, we mix that stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, man, I still take some time for that because it used to be tripping me out. I'm like, man, it don't make no sense. You don't perform. Man.
Right.
I couldn't be a coach. I couldn't be
Oh, hell no.
a team owner because there's no way in the world.
Yeah.
I'm paying you this amount of money,
Mm-hmm.
and then like people bet on you to make 5 points, and you can't make 5 points.
Right.
You know you make 15, but
Perfect.
like that, yes,
Yeah. Do you think sports are fixed?
yes.
100%?
I feel
All
like-
sports? They gotta be fixed.
In
I
some
feel like-
aspect, yeah.
Like, you watch soccer a little bit. Like, Messi just scored in his debut yesterday.
I don't watch none of that stuff.
That's
man.
It was like picturesque. Like
That's
you couldn't
fucking
have, you
fixed.
couldn't have written it better than what he did.
I think for him to score in his debut was like minus 110 or something like that. It's
Yeah.
like, come on.
Oh yeah, somebody.
And off a free kick, too.
Yeah,
It's like,
they're all entertainment to me. Like as
It's
I've
an
gotten
entertainment,
older, I was an
yeah.
athlete obviously, but like it's entertainment first and foremost. And I think they even proved that. Like the NFL had like some suit, and they said we're entertainment.
yeah.
Like first and foremost.
Right.
This is not,
Yeah.
it's not competition like
Mhm.
per se, but
So are you comfortable talking politics at all? Yeah.
he's
So, like-
pretty open.
Yeah. So, like, what do you think, like, the most pressing, like, issue, like, for our country is right now? That you see?
It's a good question.
I don't know, man. It's too many issues to even.
To even narrow down?
Yeah, in my opinion, man, because I find too much stuff wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Go down the rabbit holes. It's like, oh
yeah,
my god.
man. Like for me, I don't know, man. I can't even. I wouldn't even know where to start. I mean,
Yeah.
I know where I say for me, I know where I be tripping on every day. Like
Mhm.
I say, one thing that's probably pissing me off right now. I just say locally, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I be tripping on the amount of kids that go missing.
Yeah, man.
It's a big one.
That's
Hey,
huge.
Like,
Locally, a
The-
lot.
okay, and like, I don't know. I said like when I said my daughter, you know what I'm saying? When I thought about my daughter, I also looked up. I had learned about the Bilderberg, you know, that little conference, you know,
Mhm.
and who would be going to the conference and what they would be talking about. And I remember I came across some stuff about pedophile, you know,
Yeah.
pedophile information they was talking about in there, and I was just like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, you know. And then I got to looking up about pedophiles in America,
Yeah.
and I saw they had organizations.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, how they got organizations?
Yeah.
And then I remember going on the rant about it on Facebook, and I was telling them, like, man, they
Yeah.
coming next, and they gonna use the same whatnot. And they
Yeah.
was just like, they're like, man, Chris, whatever, man, you know.
Right.
You're crazy.
So I'm like, I say probably like a couple weeks back, I'm in the kitchen cooking, and I hear somebody talking about them again, and they said now you can't call them pedophiles anymore. You call them
Maps.
yeah, that whatever that crap was.
Minor attractive persons.
Yeah, something like that. And I was
Yeah.
like, is you tripping? I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Trying to normalize it.
This shit's fucking sick, man.
Yeah, we always talk about that one. That one blows our mind.
Like I know, like now, like the Sound of Freedom movie came out. We kind of put a lot
I
more,
gotta see that.
spotlight on it. But I
heard
think that's
that-
like,
I gotta check that movie
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
They was talking about it.
yeah, you gotta see it. I haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot of good
Everyone
things.
tells me to see it.
I feel like that's like one of the crimes. Like if you're trafficking kids or you do anything with, like, you're just immediately dead. Like you just get
Yeah.
fucking hung,
That's what I'm
shot.
saying. Man, I saw a goddamn bumper sticker with it. It was like all pedophiles must be killed. I was like,
Let me
Yeah.
get one.
Right.
dang. I was like, that's the first time I was like, and I was tripping because I was like,
Yeah.
I ain't even know person that's in the murder, but I was
Right.
like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I support that.
Yeah, you
No,
know, just
I-
like, man.
I think it's definitely becoming like a big hot topic issue. What he just brought up, like people are really like waking up to that shit because there's definitely like organized gangs and things that go on where they're taking kids like left and right, 100%. They're targeting certain types of kids too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Certain
Like,
areas.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think Cleveland's a hot spot for that.
Oh, 100%.
There's a lot of traffic.
That's why I get like nervous just like seeing people like post like their kids on social media
Mhm.
or like what they're doing.
Wide
certain-
open, dude. Their whole
It's like-
schedules.
Yeah, I just don't really like that stuff at all.
Man.
It's hard because you don't know who's on Facebook, even if you're private or anything like that. Wherever you post, it's like
Yeah,
you're just feeding them more information, feeding them more images. It's like, especially now with like AI, how they can deepfake stuff and basically do anything they want. Now that stuff freaks me out. It really does. And I don't even have kids, so I couldn't even imagine what it's like to actually have.
Yeah,
The
no,
kid?
no, that stuff bothers me all the time, man.
Yeah.
Like, cause I look at the kids, cause I know I looked it up, like, how many kids go missing?
Yeah.
Like, and we were just here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was like 15,000 kids. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Just here?
dang.
Really?
Wow.
It was like here or Ohio, one of the two, but
Can you,
still.
what?
I was gonna say, estimated annual global profits of child trafficking 150 billion.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
See how many
that's
kids?
sick.
See how many kids were abducted in Ohio last year? That's what I want to know.
It was like 15 or 20,000. Bro.
Really?
And I think
I
they only
believe it.
found like 13.
Just
or something
imagine
like
150 billion dollars just trafficking little
children.
kids.
How many Amber Alerts we always get? I know my
Yeah,
phone's
the
always
one, the
ringing.
last pod we had, I think we had 2 Amber
Oh, yeah,
Alerts
we
going.
did?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, man.
I think sometimes it's like, you know, some weird like situation, but I'm sure most of the time,
Right.
it's a real.
Like I understand,
kidnapping.
like if it's like a marital
Custody
dispute, like
or-
oh the
yeah.
dad wants a kid, mom took him, whatever.
Right.
I can maybe give some leeway, but like some of the stuff, I'm like, what'd you get?
15,555.
Dang, right on the money. Wow,
That's what he said.
15,000 kids, man. I
That
can't
is
fucking
messed
believe it.
up.
But they say they found about 13 of them though, but still though, it's just like
That's
when they
it.
find them, they be all over the place. They say they be in Cali,
Yeah,
Hawaii,
yeah.
Yeah,
like
right.
Yeah,
That's
there's
just
got to
crazy.
be networks like there just is like there's no way you can dispute it. I feel like at
Yeah.
this point, I mean Epstein Island, like they said, there's probably more islands.
Oh,
There's
100%.
more guys that are doing what he does.
Yeah.
It's not
it's
gonna
crazy
stop.
how they swept that under the rug,
Yeah.
bro.
I want to know that list.
I do
wanna,
too, man. I bring it up all the time, bro. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, what happened?
I think it's just like, okay, so maybe you go to the island once or twice. Okay, maybe I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you didn't know what's going on, but if you're going there like 20, 30, 40 times,
Clinton and all that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay. Now I'm like, I can't really believe you anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that shit. Like, for him to die, and then for her to be still in prison, they don't release the black book or whatever they had, the blacklist.
Yeah, they covering something up. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah. So do you think like it's mostly celebrities, politicians, a little bit of a mix of
I
everyone?
think everybody. Bro.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Big group.
Like the biggest things for me is like when in Epstein's house they had what do you call it?
It's paintings.
Yeah, they had Bill Clinton in a red dress.
Mm.
Jeffrey Epstein had. They had George Bush behind a desk
It's a Jenga.
with the Jenga towers, and he was throwing paper airplanes at him. So it's like I can only imagine what this guy knew. And then for him to die just like that, it was definitely a cover up for something. And the fact that more
Cameras
people
aren't
aren't talking about that, or that's what they're getting pissed about, it's like, so you meant like you obviously seen the sub shit that like when it blew up underwater. That stuff got so much media attention. That's all you heard about,
Yeah.
and then the other stuff was just
Yep.
gone.
Mm.
It's like it's all coordinated.
Anytime a weird story like that drops, it's always hiding something. It seems like more
Yeah.
than ever now.
Right.
Creepy.
Yeah, because who cares about a sub? You know, like for me, I'm sorry that those people died, but
Yeah.
is that really like what needs to be currently like circulating the news 24/7? I don't really think so, but other people do.
They sabotaged it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know, because they said who they was. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I, was like,
Something's
I said, why was all they on it? Why was all of them on it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
How do you convince those people? If you
And Mr. Beast was supposed to be on there.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Huh.
You're
You know
supposed to
Mr.
be.
Beast? He's like a big YouTuber.
I think I heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gives away a whole bunch of cars and money and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
He skipped it, huh?
Yeah, you're supposed to be on there. It's unfortunate.
So do you think this country's current trajectory, you think we're heading in a good place or a bad place, like just in general?
I want to say I would say we had it in a bad place,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
You think there's still like a lot of good that kind of goes on, and you know, there's so many still good people in our country that eventually it's gonna like course correct in a way, like be good for more people.
man, I'm not even gonna lie to say that. No.
Yeah.
No, man. Like I hope for that.
Yeah.
I hope for that.
Right.
I mean, but the way I look at things, I'll be like, man,
Look around.
it scared me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really does scare me. Like, I really like I say, like just the kid aspect. Like,
Yeah.
like this would make me do the art, all that, because it was just like, I don't know, I gotta have something. Like, it made me really start thinking about wealth. You know what I'm saying? Financial wealth,
Yeah.
and all types of stuff. And I was like, man, I gotta do something
Right.
that is gonna appreciate, or you know what I'm saying? I was like, I gotta do something on that level. I gotta do something on this. I was like, I gotta learn how to grow food, like all things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like all
100%.
types.
It's all going through
You
your
know
head.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It went through my mind like crazy, and I was like, oh my god. Man.
Yeah.
I was like, we going, you know. And I was like, but then at the same time, I was like, we could just all be under propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
Could just all
Right.
be under propaganda, and this could be the same game they've been running since
Yeah.
back then, you know.
Right.
Playbook.
Yeah, I feel like for me, you know, I'm optimistic for the most part, but I'm also pessimistic in some parts. I feel like we're gonna have a whiplash effect. Like we're gonna push it so far in one direction, it's gonna swing back so much harder.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's some stuff that I'm optimistic about. Some stuff I'm like with kids and stuff. I feel like that stuff's just not gonna go away,
Yeah.
just because the powers that be are just
Yeah.
too wealthy, too
So it's gonna be a
powerful,
threat.
too many connections. But there's also some aspect where like life is getting better for people. I mean, we're living longer. More people are, you know,
Yeah.
doing a lot better things. But I don't know, man.
I think the schools are a big.
Yeah,
Like,
schools are a big
issue
thing.
as
Your
well,
kids in
not
public
to-
school, private school, homeschool,
Oh no, they go to private school.
private school. Yeah, I think that's probably a smart idea. Cause some of the public schools, I'm like,
What are
tough.
they doing there?
yeah, it's scary.
Like,
Yo.
what are they teaching these kids?
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. I be seeing the kids in the neighborhood, and I
Yeah, and you're like, nah, I think we'll pay the extra money to go somewhere else.
like no, I really don't let my kids go outside for real.
Really?
Yeah, like
You don't want that bad like influence type thing.
No, I mean, cause like what I seen the kids out there doing, you know, it kind of, I was like, man, oh, my kids can't,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
we'll go outside. I take them outside. We go to the park and stuff. We
Mhm.
gonna take out walks.
But you got to be there.
yeah,
Right,
you
you
know,
wanna see.
we go out there with them because I seen how they act.
Yeah.
And like for me, I wanted to come up with a program, you
Yeah.
know, to like just bring the kids in, you know. 'Cause I was like, man, there's all these kids around here.
Yeah.
running
Need
around.
some guidance.
Yeah, you know. So I was like, so in my mind, I was like, you know, I need to come up with something more.
Right.
So lately, I've been working on probably trying to come up with this nonprofit
Cool.
where I can work with the kids
Yeah.
and basically really just give them like weekly classes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Kids that's interested
Yeah,
in
yeah.
art, because when I be out there paying, they all come up and ask me
Right.
and tell
Yeah.
me they like to and they want to anyway. So
Oh, nice.
why not? And me,
Yeah,
I
I
was
like
like doing something for the summer. Just I was like in my mind, I would say I do it every Saturday. You know,
Yeah.
every Saturday, maybe Thursday, especially days when I'm off.
Right.
And I want to charge their parents like $10, $15. You know, they
Yeah.
come out there to the spot.
Yeah.
We go
Need
out
good
there.
influence.
Yeah, you know,
Oh, yeah,
we have a
100%.
class. I even give them food. I feed them stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know, I order a pizza so you don't think no weird stuff. You know,
Right. Right.
you know,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That will definitely help your art business too,
yeah.
because when you have like the nonprofit attached to it, it really gives you like notoriety,
Mhm.
and you can market that pretty well.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, 100%. I like that idea.
I think just being an artist, like there's so much, like even if you don't try to be that way, like there's just so many political things that go along with like being an artist. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like no matter who you are.
Even like political cartoons or like
Mhm.
just being artistic in the way that like you're just like a commentator. That's like mostly like what we do. It's like politics are usually like what I like talking about, but also like hearing like different aspects, like how it all ties into like worldviews and like how you just view people as a whole, the world, the country.
Different types of people,
Yeah.
different backgrounds.
Like you
all
found like politics through, you know, people that you grew up with and like through art and then like your family.
Mhm.
My family wasn't necessarily political. I kind of just found it on my own.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is like really interesting. Like, why do some people
that.
like
Yeah.
just really don't like one thing and other people are really, really for one thing? And I just like try to understand like the dichotomy between. And I just think that's like fascinating for me personally.
Mhm.
I never paid attention really that much. I mean, I was into it a little bit, but like I went to college for political science for a little bit, but like besides that, like
You know what
before
really got me
COVID,
into
I
it?
really didn't care.
Obama's first election is what really got me interested. I was like, why is it like this? Like, why is it structured that like each state gets a certain amount?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I would see
It's
like him and McCain like debate, and I was like, this is like fascinating. And everyone's watching this, and I was like, wow. And then ever since then, so
That's funny.
yeah,
That's an interesting time,
yeah,
Hey, you know, it was. Because I know I was down south when that was happening.
So yeah.
yeah.
I was down south with my brother.
So
Wow.
so have you lived in places besides Cleveland?
No, I went down there to visit. But I was
Oh, I
probably
got you.
like, I think I was like 16.
Yeah.
I was down there in the summertime.
Yeah,
And they was in there going, but we was in there joking about it the whole time.
Yeah.
We was laughing because McCain was down there. He was in town. And we was laughing.
yeah,
He was like, man, I roll past McCain. Man.
yeah. He was like pretty like that was actually like that was probably one of the last decent races we had. Because people would always like during his town halls would say, I don't trust Obama, he's like a Muslim or whatever, and he was like, no, he's actually a good person, we just disagree on certain things.
You'll never see that again.
You'll never see that again, because
Yeah.
after like, it didn't really happen with like Obama and Romney that well, but after that, it was like all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
They just go after each other. It's like, you know, when they have the debates now, it's not even like a debate, it's more just like reality.
Railroads out there,
Yeah, it's reality television. Who's gonna get the last punchline or anything like that? Yeah, it's just, it is what it is. It's a crack of shit, mostly.
It's all for ratings
Yeah.
and then special
Oh,
interest
100%.
groups.
100%.
I'm interested to see these next like debates though for this next election coming up. It's gonna be interesting because both parties are saying, "Oh, we're not gonna let
No.
Biden's not debating, and then Trump's not gonna debate." It's
Yeah.
like okay, like
So, not saying like who do you think will win, but who do you think is going to be the two people running against one another?
Well, I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't really been paying attention
No?
that much. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Last time I was mad. I was like, I should have voted for Trump again.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I said that.
Right.
Because when he ran, I knew he was gonna win.
Yeah.
I told everybody, my friend was like,
Yeah.
he was like, man, Trump, I was like, he gonna win, bro.
Yeah.
And he was like, how you know? I was like, I just know he gonna win.
So
I'm like,
you voted for Trump the first time?
no, I didn't.
No.
I was just like, second when I said this next time I ended up voting for Biden. I was just like, as soon as I came out of there, I was like,
buyer's remorse.
I should have voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I messed up.
Yeah.
I messed up.
So how do you feel like now since like you voted for Biden? Like how do you think he's done?
I don't really see what he done.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that answers that question. Yeah.
I just think like the one thing that I ever think about is just like I feel like our pockets were better with Trump. That's
Yeah.
really all it comes down.
The stocks
to.
were a lot better under Trump. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that much.
That's all I care about that way.
Yeah, that's what it was for me because
Yeah.
I told my girl I was like man when he came in I was like I'm not that old so I really can't really judge too many
Right.
presidents. I mean the other presidents.
We haven't
I-
had that, man.
You know what I'm saying? I know how my parents was. And,
Yeah.
you know I remember how hard it was for them to get jobs.
Right.
So
How old are you?
shoot, I'm only 32.
32.
Yeah, so I'm just like
Yeah.
so I'm like it ain't
Who's the
just-
first person like president that you really remember, like kind of that you can actually remember like being in office and kind of seeing
It was
everything?
like the first Bush one of them.
Bush.
or W, with the twin tire Bush. Him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was in preschool when that happened. Yeah, so I don't
I
remember.
remember that thing. Yeah.
I don't remember it that well. I remember Obama. That's probably about it.
Yeah,
But
that
ever
was the
since
whole high school, middle, all that.
then,
Obama.
Yep.
Interesting times.
Man. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens this next election. I think is gonna go fucking
They say there's
crazy.
not going to be an election.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I think there will be, but it's just gonna be crazy how many ads are gonna be on TV.
Yeah.
That's like, oh my
It's going to be a
god.
bloodbath, dude.
Oh, it's gonna be nuts.
We're going to have to sit through It's coming up shortly. I mean, we're, what, a year and a half out? Less than a year and a half?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's already
Oh, it's
almost
coming.
August.
yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming quick.
Once the holidays are over.
Oh yeah, we'll get everyone
Fourth
Christmas, whatever, and then we'll be good.
Mm.
Yep. So where do you think you are gonna take like your art next? Like, are you gonna try to like market it more, do more commissions? Are you gonna try to do more like personal projects? Where do you kind of see yourself?
Right now, I'm really about to just. I got like just a series of personal collection things
Yeah.
I'm working on. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm still open for commissions and whatnot,
Yeah.
and still working with the kids. Like I got some paintings that I paint that I'm willing to sell and stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm really working on like this collection and stuff that I want to throw like a big, huge
Yeah.
show, and really like just
That'd be
build
cool.
my-
You done like
Kind of.
gallery showings and stuff like that?
You say what?
You showed like your stuff at like galleries and stuff like that, or anything like local?
No galleries or nothing like that. I've been to some shows though.
Shows,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like doing those?
Not really.
Yeah.
No, I really go there as a just to go like
Mhm.
just network with everybody.
Yeah.
Cause I'd be like, I pay all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just like I'm cool. I just really, like if I'm just gonna go up there and shake
Mhm.
hands and get business cards, I might as well
Yeah.
go up
Yeah.
there like that.
It is a big networking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
what
how
I
do you
like
think
doing.
about like AI art and stuff like that,
Yeah, art.
like Mid Journey and all that?
Yeah, no, I mean I see people doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Man, you know, I try to use it for a second now, but
Mhm.
it ain't for me. Like I mean, maybe when they get better at it, I'll
Right.
mess with it. You know what I'm saying? When they get better in the future,
Mm-hmm.
but right now it ain't there for me because
Right.
and I tried one app because like my brother sent me a message. He's like, man,
Mhm.
he's like, man, give it something, give it something.
Yeah.
So I type a little ideal in there, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, it was tripping me out because I'm like, what I was giving it, I'm like, well, I don't know how to.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm sitting there putting it in there, and then they do it, and I'm like, nah,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
ain't,
this ain't
it.
this ain't it. And I was like, I said the AI ain't gonna never be a problem.
Right.
The AI is not a problem. I'm like, that's just gonna be a tool.
I feel like more people, it's gonna be like how sports cards are now. Like
Mhm.
actually having that physical, like that physical object. It's gonna like translate well to art. Like I want something that's actually done with the artist's hand,
Yeah,
not just
tangible.
them typing something. Like I
Yeah.
want something like
Right.
I want Chris's art piece. I want it because he's the one who actually put the
Didn't
stencil
just
on.
say a prompt.
Yeah, he didn't say a prompt. He put the stencil on, then he painted it. You know, he did
Mhm.
everything that it involves, and I feel like that's what's gonna
Blood,
be
sweat, and tears.
right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you wouldn't bleed on it, but
Yeah, no, I know exactly
Right.
what you're saying though. You know, that's what I was thinking too, because we was thinking like it's gonna make people still doing the old school. It's gonna make it more real.
right.
You think there's like an industry though for sure for like the AI art? Like you think it will be something big or not really?
It can be, yeah. I say yeah, because a lot of people,
It's possible.
yeah, everybody use it. You see everybody
Right.
using it for the little
Yeah.
profile pictures and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And like I said, that stuff could be enhanced. Because I know me and my brother were talking about this AI stuff.
Mhm.
Like me, I think it. Long as they do what they really supposed to do with it, or give it to us how they should give it to us, and not give us no cheap, you know,
Right.
watered down version of it, then we should be cool.
Yeah.
Because realistically, that'd be the coldest thing for us. You know,
Mhm.
you a mechanic, you got the AI, okay, the
Mhm.
car, this is what's wrong with the,
Yeah.
And then he did
boom.
that.
And you know, he got you assist you a doctor.
Right.
Tomorrow you come in, well, you got such and such
Yeah.
patient today. You need to do this one. These is your most, you know. I'm like, you an artist, okay? Well, what you trying to do? You know, if you sucking on a technique or something like that, you know, I think it just really just like enhances, like
Mhm.
in my opinion. That's
Now, what do you feel? Are you familiar with NFTs at all?
I was just about to ask that.
No, not for real. I was trying to get into that, but every time I turn around,
Yeah.
it seems like it's a scam where you just all that money
Yeah.
involved.
Just seem fishy.
See, I feel like
That's it.
for me there was like definitely fishy parts about it, but I like the idea that like it's traceable like on the
One of
blockchain,
a kind,
where it's
or-
definitely one of a kind piece
Yeah.
and it's verifiable. But But then there's other people. It's like, well, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of your
Word.
date, and then I have it now. You know.
Yeah.
But I feel like it maybe not necessarily for art pieces, but like maybe for like tickets or some sort of other collectible. I feel like it could be valuable. But like just having like a picture of an animal or something like that. I
Yeah.
don't know like how useful, unless it like unlocks something for you. So like if you have a piece, like an NFT image, and it gives you access to like maybe a website that other people don't have or something else, I could see it that way. But just like on face value, it is kind of fishy.
Yeah, no, it'd be weird because I get a lot of people on Instagram and stuff like that. And they be like, "Yeah, would you like to sell your? Oh, I like your art.
Yeah.
Would you like to? I would like to buy it as an NFT.
Yeah.
But like $10,000 and all like all these weird numbers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I was like, so how you do that? This is what you got to do.
Oh yeah, try to scam you.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
100%.
run the
Make a
same
Coinbase
thing.
account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me your routing number,
Yeah.
account
Man,
number.
man, the
It's the
scammers.
same shit.
It's the crazy like that was that was probably one of the craziest things like when I was really first started it. Like when I first started I was trash, bro.
Yeah.
Like I still think I'm trash right now. But like back then, like I know I was trash,
Yeah.
but like the scammers was trying to scam me back then, bro.
Yeah.
I used to be like, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm trying to remember what platform I had it on. I remember the scam I used to run. Though. I used to be like, yo, yeah, I wanna buy for my wife, for my my daughter, for my son, this and that, it's their birthday, this and that. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna send you the check, and then have somebody pick it up. You just gotta give them a piece and
Right. Yeah. No.
Serious?
Right.
Why would I do that?
Yeah.
And then one of the people, I remember the first time I did it, dude sent me the check. Now, he sent me the check. I told him I only wanted $175 for the
Yeah.
picture, He sent me a check for like $1,200. Talking about keep.
You said bounce
Oh yeah, it's gonna bounce. 100%.
Yeah, I was looking at it and I'm like, why would you send me a check for $1,200?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, this ain't making sense. I'm like, I'm not gonna put this in my bank account, bro. I'm like, this is over with.
Right.
He like, did you cash it? I'm like, yeah, I cashed it.
Oh great.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. I got that fucking
Yeah.
Right. I ain't
Little
cashed
stimulus
it.
check.
You're unfucking real, dude. You're making beautiful art and they're trying to scam you.
Yeah.
It's like, get a life.
We'll do anything for a quick
Get a
buck.
job.
Yeah.
100%. Man.
It'd be funny though, man. I entertain it sometimes just to
Oh, yeah.
shoot some giggles.
I'll just tell him 50,000 up front.
Yeah.
I'll send you the PayPal.
That's why when I get text sometimes, it's like, hey, do you need a lender still? We can wire you 20,000. I'm like, no, I need 50,000. Can you get it to me today?
That's when I just give him by reset.
Yeah.
Tell him, yeah, my boy's got it though. He's my accountant. Send it to him or Merkin. Yeah. Yeah, those people are fucked, man. I just swipe, delete it, move on. That's all I gotta do.
There's a lot of spam out there nowadays, though. The messages. I always got the message requests on Instagram. It's like, I don't even want to open this.
Yeah, because like you'll see it though, like man. Like sometimes it be something legit, so you answer it,
Right.
But most of the time it be somebody just, oh, are you trying to make money?
Yeah.
Like, are you down to make this? I got a team of money makers,
Right.
And then you go to their stuff, they got the Lambo, the this and that. Like,
Yeah.
get up out of here, bro.
Yeah.
I like, why would you want me?
Right. Yeah.
Why would you want me?
It's too good to be true. It usually is.
Yeah.
I seen they said 90% I think of things you see like on social media and stuff like that is like fake, like the profile.
Oh yeah, they're all
tweets.
bots.
Yeah, it's
Most
bots,
of them are bots.
Indian bots, like all that. It's crazy.
Indian bots, really?
They'll have like teams of them sitting and they go around the clock,
Right.
like 4 guys,
Yeah.
and they'll have like a list. Whoever gives them a list of who to follow, who to talk to, who to argue with. It's crazy. I just was watching something.
Are you raising your hand?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to ask a question. It's like you're picked. I
Why
got
would
you.
I?
No, it's all good. Yeah. I know what you're doing with that hand. It's all good.
I'm about to say that, but they used to send me stuff. I know, but the weirdest one I used to get, they used to be like, do you want to join the Illuminati?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that used to be funny in the
Holy shit.
I
would
would
fuck
join
with
up.
those.
I used to entertain that like a mug. I don't even
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Like, they used to be like, and like, you can, like, we're not no crazy brotherhood or this and that. We're a brotherhood of people who do this and
Yeah.
that. And
Oh, we're
we-
brotherhood.
Yeah,
That's even
brotherhood
better.
to look out for each
I
other.
like cults.
Yeah, I love that.
They said we look out for each other, We got access to certain parts of the world and this and that,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
We'll give you the first dude offered me $1 million.
Oh.
Oh, all
We
right.
give you $1 million account for this and that, and
Yeah.
all types of stuff. We help you push. Like we just looking for people with influence, stuff like that. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Like the first time, just because where I was in my head,
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, Illuminati stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Soul's worth a million.
Yeah, you know. So I was like, no, I'm cool. I left it alone, you know. Left
Yeah.
it alone. And then I said probably like months later, I got another one. Nigga offered me 100,000, and I was like,
Damn. Rate change.
I was like, I'm cool.
Inflation hit.
Yeah,
Dropped
so
back a little
I'm
bit.
still not
Market
with it.
didn't do good. Trump got out. You know, it's all understandable.
So now, but at the time, I still only had my daughter. But now I
Yeah.
got a son. Now this is probably like a year later.
Yeah.
I got my son now. He about like 10 months. He's sitting there in the back room painting. I look at my Instagram. Would you like to join the Illuminati?
They're bag.
You know what I'm saying? They saying this time. So now this time, like the first two dudes was like the first dude was like a white dude. Next dude was like a Mexican. This
Yeah.
time it's a black dude.
All right, marketing.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're getting more diverse.
Yeah,
I did hear the Illuminati is pretty diverse.
Like it was funny, man. So I'm sitting right there, and he like, you gotta download WhatsApp. I'm like,
Yeah.
No.
but he like, you know, he run the spiel, but this time this dude offered me $5 million for the account, and me, I'm like, you know what, fuck it.
What do I got?
You know what I'm
The
saying? I'm going to hell anyway. But I'm just playing about it. Anyway, I was like, shoot, my kids will take this $5 million.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I look at it. So I was just like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, you know what, man? I just get the fucking with it. I started entertaining it.
Hell yeah.
Download the WhatsApp. I'm like, oh, download the WhatsApp. He's like, yeah, send me a message on there. I'm gonna send you a message and we can give you the account and I can send you the first $100,000 and no, this and that. And I'm like, all right, you know. I get on there. He called me and everything. He called me and everything. And I just sitting there. I said, he said, so you gonna see me? I said, no, you gotta send me the $100,000 first.
Right. Oh yeah.
You gotta send me the $100,000. He hang
What
up
type
on
of
me.
deal is this? Send the money.
Yep.
Like the dude hang up on me and stuff like that.
Damn.
He called me back a couple more times, but I was like, nah.
Yeah,
I'm
decline
like,
that shit.
Yeah, like, I'm done with that. I ain't gonna do it.
Hell no. Fuck.
But like before a minute, I had fucked with him for like 4 days though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta leave them on.
Yeah, so I
He
was-
was reeling you and he's like, I
Yeah.
got this. The guys, we're about to have another one.
Right.
I got him.
Got another one coming.
Not at
Man.
all.
Illuminati.
That's fucking serious, man. Yeah, those are the people that gotta entertain them. Keep it going. You gotta get a good laugh out of it.
How many people sit around all day and try to scam people, man? They must be successful. You got to hit the old ladies and shit. You know, you got to do the
Yeah.
cold call. Grandma,
Yeah.
it's me. I need 5,000.
What's the other one? It was like a African prince or something. It was like
Yeah,
ring the
those
bell.
Nigerians go crazy. with that
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, they're good at it. They'll get everybody. They'll get like some rich person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're
We'll
retired.
get someone.
Yeah,
But
you'll hit.
You gotta get the grandma, so they'll probably use
the
the
sugar
phones.
mama shit.
Oh, yeah.
The sugar mama stuff. I got hit with that too.
I got hit with those a couple times.
I was like,
I
I
told
was
them $50K up front or don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Sure gun.
Dream come true.
Yeah.
They be crazy.
I was giving them your PayPal
What
too.
you talking
Lame. I got you, bro.
Thanks.
I do it.
It's
I
like
do it
Mike
for you.
said, he made a TikTok account with my phone number and all my
Yeah.
shit. Man, fuck it.
You
Keep
should.
better than that.
Honestly, anytime I'm gonna go out now, I'm just gonna say, yeah, use your name, everything.
Never. I like when you ever go to Barrio.
Shoot, yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, like get tacos. Whenever me and my friends go, we'd always get them like the most bullshit.
Oh yeah, every
names.
time I give them the craziest names.
Order for Todd.
Todd, yeah. Nigel, me.
Yeah.
Oswald, yeah. Liam, right?
Lee Harvey Oswald over here.
Rubber band man.
Yeah. Put some
Okay.
respect on it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anything else you want to ask? One final question. I know you got one in you.
You a big movie guy?
Yeah,
You're a big movie guy? All right.
yeah, I watch a lot.
So, You're. Let me paint the scenario for you, right? You're diagnosed with stage 6 cancer. You're going. Okay. You have one last movie to watch before you pass away. What are you watching? Yeah.
One last movie.
One last movie. Nothing anime either.
No, I ain't
Anime's
wa-
out of the question.
No, I ain't
All right,
watching
all right.
that. I wasn't even about to go there.
Oh, I was making sure. Yeah.
But
But yeah, on your deathbed, nurse comes in. Chris, we got anything you want. Just watch it.
It's a good question.
No, man, catalog. Like it's like
Yeah.
SpongeBob Filing Cabinet or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like, cause like I'm a comedy guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like comedy.
You look like an Adam Sandler kind of guy. Am I right?
No. I fuck with Adam Sandler. He cool. He
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
He cool. But at the same time, he's just like, let me see. I like actions too.
Follow-up question: do you like Blade?
Yeah, I seen all the Blades.
I don't
Blade.
watch
You know watch Blade?
No.
Love Blade.
I
Man.
seen all the Blades. I mean,
Wesley
I-
Snipes a G.
I watch all the. I mean, but I watch some of everything. I watch
Yeah.
some vampire movies. Like if it's honestly, if it's anything mythical, fantasy,
You like
I
that?
probably already seen it, watched it all.
Mhm.
I watch all the shooting movies, all the action movies,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I don't really like to, but I see them all anyway.
Oh yeah.
Like I see, so in my mind, I'm like, it's really hard to say. Like I probably be and try to sneak and watch like 2-3 movies
There you
at
go.
the same time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm trying to think comedy wise. What's my favorite? Cause I would want a good laugh.
Yeah.
Of all things,
You're
I
going
would-
out.
Yeah,
I
you gotta
would
get a
go
good
with
laugh,
with a good chuckle from the soul.
Yeah.
It'd probably have to be something like Will Ferrell in it, man.
Will Ferrell?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
okay.
like one of them movies from like 2005 to like 2009.
Like
Yeah.
Step Brothers or something
Yeah,
like that.
or like in them rounds, man. Like them movies, I remember movies. I've been watching the movies when I was in like middle school and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Them movies just had you dying like from the stomach, like.
A lot of those age well too. You know?
Yeah,
I just
like-
watched a couple of Will Ferrell movies. I was like, these
Will
still
Ferrell,
hit. Kicking
yeah,
and screaming.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's good.
you
Yeah,
know what
the
I'm saying?
soccer one.
Yeah, Will Ferrell's good. I like him.
Yeah, like it had to be something with like one of them or any of them dudes like they being all them movies. Like,
Yeah.
like one of them movies for like 2000 anything funny from probably like 2006. Shit, 2004. We run from 2004 to about early 2014.
Nice.
Then
I say
you're
after
right.
that.
Yeah, they stopped making like funny,
Yeah.
offensive
Oh,
shit.
Yeah,
They-
funny movies don't exist no more.
yeah, they really don't. Like you can't offend like you used to. They used to be so good at
That's,
that. Way.
that's terrible, man.
Right.
That's sad.
You can't make a joke.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that noticed.
So
that.
Will Ferrell, that's who you're seeing on your way out.
You say what?
Will Ferrell?
Hold on, you say what?
You're gonna watch a Will Ferrell movie on your way out.
Oh yeah, Will Ferrell. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch Will Ferrell.
That's
I respect that.
I
What about you?
Laugh hard.
Me?
Yeah.
I'll probably like Saving Private Ryan or something.
That's it.
I need
That's what I'm
one.
talking
I need
about.
one last like
That's what I'm
storming on the beach or some shit.
Put me on the
Star
beach.
Ridge.
Put me on the
Starship
beach.
Trooper. Maybe Starship Trooper.
Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
Put me in that song.
That's Starship Troopers, man.
I
Cold
love
winter.
that movie.
It's a really cold winter. You know, that's what I'm on.
Listen, which movie you said you would watch?
Band of Brothers. You ever watch the series?
Which one?
Band of Brothers.
It's like a World War II. Like
Yeah.
I think
It's
I
like a
started-
6-part movie series.
I started to watch it. I ain't never finished it.
Really?
Yeah.
we gotta get Mike's gotta finish that one too. Is he on here?
No.
I think he started it.
Yeah. Do Band of Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd do though.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sure. Chris, it was great having you on, man.
I
appreciate you
Thanks
coming
for
on.
coming on, man. We
Thank
Yeah.
you, man.
So tell them where they can find you again if
Oh.
they didn't listen in the beginning.
All right, you can find me on Instagram at Chris Ivory Canvas, on Facebook at Chris Hudson. Canvas, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Hudson Canvas. And then I got a website, but the link down right now. But right now, you can still catch it on my YouTube
Sweet,
too
man.
as well, which is labeled as Schizo Cleve Art.
Sweet, man. Yeah, we'll link it in the description. That way everyone can find it. Visit letsallbank.com. Look at Rubber Band Man on Instagram. T. Merkin behind the scenes today. Congratulations to you guys. Appreciate it. Like I said, letsallbank.com. Follow us. And yeah, Chris, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
We'll see you next week. Thanks for everyone tuning in.